Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day. Today, my group and I will present our modern business environment, which is target costing for Prabot Nusa Jaya Sendirian Berhad. But first, let us introduce ourselves.
Hi, my name is SITI of FATIHA BINTI RAHMAT.
My name is Muhammad Nur Iman bin Muhammad Ali.
Hello, my name is HANIM ASNOR.
Current problem. Before we look into detail about what target costing is, we shall look into a few current problems faced by the company. First and foremost, the company is never concerned with cost planning and cost control. That resulted in an ecosystem profit for every product produced by the company. This problem also might lead to fraud to over budgeting. Next, Arshad, the owner of PNSP, never implemented the cost reduction activities in his company. Due to his negligence, the company might have to spend unnecessary costs to produce the products, and if this continues, the business will keep struggling to improve profit and cash flow.
Introduction. After looking at the problem faced by the company, let's go into our selected modern business environment, which is target costing. Target costing is one of the management techniques introduced in Japan in 1960s. Many large companies in North America and Europe have tried to adopt target costing to enhance their cost management and thus increase their competitiveness. Target costing is a pricing technique in which firms ascertain the amount of selling price the customers are willing to pay, then work backwards to design the product so that the cost meets the customer's requirements. Traditional costing versus target costing. Target costing is different from traditional costing that the company is using because in target costing, the selling price of one product is determined first after conducting market research. Meanwhile, the selling price in traditional costing is determined after considering all the costs needed to produce the product. Definition. By definition, target costing is a cost management tool for reducing the overall cost of a product over its entire life cycle with the help of production, engineering, research, and design. Target cost is a maximum cost that can be incurred on a product after deducting the target profit from targeted selling price. As we can see, the formula used to obtain a target cost is selling price minus target profit. If the company has their own target cost, it can estimate how much it should spend to produce a particular product to obtain the targeted profit. Hence, the system assists the business in planning for profit and reducing costs while meeting customers' funds.
Next, I will explain some of the characteristics of target costing. One of them is product design specifications and customers' expectations are given due consideration. What it means that when a company, for example PNSB, wants to produce a sofa, it must consider the product features in demand in the market. The company must make a product which customers want and need. The second characteristic is the selling price is determined by the market conditions. When the company wants to set a selling price, it must refer to the other business that offers the same product with the same quality. This is because the customers always choose the cheaper option. Hence, the company must try to set a lower price to attract more customers. Next, the minimum required profit margin is included in the target selling price. It means the business selling price must consist of the desired profit. Next, the characteristic of target costing is focus on cost reduction and effective cost management. When the company uses the target costing, they have to produce a product that will not cost more than the allowable cost. Hence, there will be some cost reduction on unnecessary expenses. Lastly, target costing is essential to designing and introducing new products. Target costing is significant because it helps in managing the cost to produce a product that will bring profit to the company and at the same time meet the customer's demand without having to spend more.
The fundamental objective of target costing is used to enable management to use proactive cost planning, cost management, and cost reduction practice. So, target costing is used to organize the management process related to the cost of a product. Here on the slide, we list 4 objectives of target costing for this company. The first objective is to minimize the cost of new product so that the required profit level can be ensured. Every business wants to produce a lower price product to obtain desired profit. Hence, with target costing, the company must be able to set a target cost after considering expected profit. If a company produce a product that require high production cost, the company might have to set a higher selling price to get desired profit. The second objective is to reduce unnecessary costs and product feature that will increase the total production cost. When the company wants to produce a product, it might spend unnecessary expenses to some feature that the customer does not wish for. So, it is important for PNSB to eliminate some costs. Next, to motivate the company to produce a product based on the target cost set by the management. If the target cost has already set up, all departments will be involved in the production because they want to find cheaper ways to produce product with better features. Finally, to produce a new product that meets the customer quality demand. A company tries to create a product that fulfills the customer's wants and needs. There are various options in the market for a similar item but a different price. So, target costing is to help the business set a lower selling price while producing a product with the feature demanded by the market.
For the implementation of target costing, basically there are three main steps. First, set the selling price, set a target profit, and lastly, set a target cost. So, as per illustration that we have made, PNSB set a selling price 500 units at 125,000 ringgit for a new product called iSofa. After a few considerations like selling price in the market and also the customer's preferences. Then the company requires to set a target profit, for instance 10% on selling price. Hence, the actual cost to produce iSofa should not exceed the target cost, which is 225 ringgit, in order to get desired profit. So as per table below, we can see target selling price is at 250 ringgit per unit. Then we deduct with the target profit 10% at 25 ringgit, and we'll come to the target cost, which is 225 ringgit. So what happens if the actual cost to produce a product is more than the target cost? So in this situation, the company should find an alternative to close the gap. For example, replace the materials or adopt a more efficient technology to reduce the cost.
Advantages and disadvantages. There are 5 advantages on implementing target costing. Firstly, the cost can be controlled and monitored before any production cost is incurred because a product is made based on the targeted cost, which will lead to time and money savings. Second, target costing helps in minimizing the cost and result in higher profit as the selling price is already fixed in advance. Third, when a company sets a target cost, it will eliminate waste because non-value-added activities are reduced with quality improved and processes being simplified. Next, the company will identify various options to improve product development. When using target costing, the development cycle of a product is reduced. This is because the products are designed simultaneously while the resources required are brought together. Target costing also helps in enhancing the quality of the product by analyzing the best way to make or acquire a product at the lowest possible cost while maintaining the same quality or production standards. However, there are few disadvantages that PNSB should consider before using target costing. First, cost cutting. A large amount of mandatory cost cutting may result in fingerprinting in many parts of the company. It may save in one part, while there may be cost reduction in some other part. Second, it will be a lot of pressure to manage expenses to meet the targeted costs. Sometimes, in order to achieve a large cost reduction, the business might use cheap material and faulty design, resulting in reducing the quality of the product. And the most important thing, target costing requires a proper estimation of the quantity. Failure of proper estimation of the quantity may lead to a loss when the company fails to sell all the produced quantity.
Recommendation. To implement the target costing, BNSB has to do a critical market research in the furniture industry. Nowadays, there are thousands of companies that produce furniture with a variety of design and prices. Therefore, before setting a selling price for a particular product, BNSB must consider the selling price in the market for similar type of product. Then, the company must do some research and development to produce a product that fulfills all the requirements demanded by the people in the market. Some products might have unnecessary features that the cost to create that product is higher. Because of that, the company must know the trending products feature to cut some unnecessary costs while producing it.
In conclusion, we think Arshan may choose target costing for his business. Prabhat Nusajaya Sendirian Berhad. As we know, some of the current problems faced by the company are no cost planning and no cost control done by the owner, Arshan. Therefore, with target costing, the company will have better cost management because it will assist the administration in setting an acceptable target selling price and cost to achieve desired profit while meeting the customer's demand. So, with all the elements involved in the target costing, we believe BNSB will be more goal-oriented in improving its business profit and cash flow. With that, thank you for listening and Assalamualaikum.